There's a hilarious Palestinian fairy tale about loving someone despite their faults, mostly because the rest of the world is just as crazy. It's called Minjal. There's a woman named Minjal, and she has a neighbor who, according to the story, really knows how to enjoy life, and he decides he's gonna play a trick on her. So he pretends to be a salesman and goes by her house saying, "Names for sale, I'm selling names." She's like, "What, you're selling names?" And he's like, "Yeah, what's your name?" She's like, "Minjal." And he's like, "Oh, that's not the right name for you. Let me sell you a new name." Now her husband is off plowing the fields with one set of oxen, and she's back here at home with the other set of oxen. So when she asks how much it costs, he says, "I'll take a pair of oxen." She's like, "Well, okay, sure. Here's the oxen. What's my name?" And he says, "Your name is Mistress of All and Flower of the House," which I think I want to steal. I want that one. He says, "Go put on your nicest clothes, pile up a bunch of mattresses, and sit there like a new bride. And when your husband comes home, don't let him in unless he calls you by your proper name." So the dude takes her oxen, she does that, and when the husband comes home, he's like, "Minjal, let me in." And she's like, "I have bought a new name, husband, call me that." He says, "What's your new name?" And she's like, "Mistress of All and Flower of the House." Her husband says, "Well, I don't want to go inside any house you're in. If I find others as crazy as you out in the world, I'll come back. But if not, I'm never coming back here again. You're nuts." He leaves and it starts raining, so he goes to the cemetery of the Christian. He gets soaking wet, so in the morning he takes off his clothes so he can dry, and then some of these Christian women come to visit the gravestones of their dead family members, and they see this naked man. They're like, "Oh my God, what kind of creature are you?" And he's like, "I came back from the grave and I have good news. All of your dead relatives are coming back tomorrow. They're gonna be naked too though, so come back, bring some clothes, because they'll want them." You totally believe him, and it's really awful. Like, a woman who lost her daughter brings her jewelry, a woman who lost her son brings his nicest clothes, and they leave it with him. And he's like, "Come back again tomorrow, but don't tell anyone about this." So they agree to come back tomorrow, and he takes all their stuff and goes and hides in a cave. When the women realize they've been tricked, they go home and tell their men. The men go out looking for him, and he comes out in his nice clothes, and he's like, "Oh, that guy you're looking for, he went up that mountain, but you don't want to take your animals up there because, like, it's muddy and dangerous, so leave them here with me while you go catch him." So they leave their animals with him, and he takes their animals, and he leaves town. He goes to this next town and loudly says to his horse, "I'm sick of you, horse. I'd give you away for lentil soup." And then this man and his wife on a farm nearby hear that, and they're like, "For real?" And he's like, "Yeah." So the man rushes home and he's like, "Wife, hurry, make some lentil soup. We're gonna get this free horse." And after she does, he's like, "All right, we gotta make a horse trough." They make it, and then the man says, "All right, wife, walk behind me so I can see if there's room for like people on the road to get by without our new horse we're gonna get kicking them." And so as she goes behind him, he kicks her in the stomach, and she miscarries the child she's carrying. Laying there bleeding, and the husband is like, "Oh, I'll deal with you later. The horse is more important." While all this is going on, our dude has untied this man's oxen and taken the oxen home, because he lost them with his wife trading them for a name. And for some reason, craps on this ox gate before he leaves, so that the farmer eventually finds it, and he's like, "Wow, this dude really just stole my ox and pooped on my fence." And he took the horse too. He did not get the horse. So our dude finally goes home to his woman, and he calls to her and says, "Oh, Mistress of All and Flower of the House, by Allah, many other crazy people like you have I found." And therefore he lived with her till the end of their days, accepting her with all her faults, and hopefully always calling her by her new name. As always, check out my book, my podcast. Links are in the bio.